guys, welcome back to the Real Southern Garden. I'm Sarah, and today I'm starting this video out from the rose garden. I usually do my intros to my videos in front of my front door because the lighting is just so good up there. But I thought, hey, the fall foliage is looking great and the rose garden's looking pretty good. Let's shoot this video right here today. So we're gonna head out to Home Depot. I'm gonna show you what deals are out there right now. The big box stores are slashing prices from now until probably, well, our first frost, probably the middle of November. They'll start to really let go of everything. But the trick is, if you can go often right now, you can find some really great things, because in the beginning, when they just start to discount shrubs and that sort of thing, there's more inventory. As we go a little further, a few weeks down the road, they're going to have heavier discounts, but they're going to have a lot less to choose from. So if you can go often right now, you can find some really great things. And I know that's hard because we're all busy, but just letting you guys know. And it's also a great time to plant. So you gardeners already know that. Before we get to Home Depot, I want to share with you my favorite Tunic tops. These are them right here. These are them. That's not proper English. Here's what they look like. You can find them on Amazon. They are made in the USA. I love to share made in the USA products on my channel when I can find them. What's great about them is if you wear leggings like I do, they cover all the way. Let me show you. They are really long, and I'm 5'8", so if they're long on me, they're gonna work for pretty much everyone else. They've got stretch to them, they wash well, they don't wrinkle. I wear them out, I wear them to garden. I love them. They're linked in the description if you're interested. You can find them on Amazon, like I said. And also, if you go back to my channel, look at my spring videos, you'll see me in this exact shirt. I literally do wear them, worn them for years. Love them. Anyway, let's head out to Home Depot. One more thing, if you guys don't mind. The YouTube algorithm has been really wild lately. If you're a creator, you know this. If you're not, and you just are part of the audience, we love you. But if you can watch the video ads and you can watch as much of the video as you can, it helps all of us. They've been doing some different things with view counts, and hopefully it's all gonna shake out and even out eventually, but it's been a wild time. So if you can watch the ads, it of course helps all of your favorite creators. If you like and subscribe and comment, it of course helps all the creators too. So anyway, let's head out to Home Depot and let's go see what great things they have right now. Here we go at Home Depot Garden Center. So of course, when we start out here at the front, they've got all different kinds of pansies. They also have the small violas available as well. I wanted you guys to see this pink shade right here. They didn't have the pink shade sold individually. They had them in this little bowl here. But what a gorgeous shade that is. And then Home Depot has some different camellias, and they kind of put this standard tag on all of them, and then you have to search for the exact variety. And then we have some pansies coming in at $1.98 for this size. And I believe this camellia right here is blooming white, just like the tag, but some of them are not. They're not the same as the tag. I think that's white doves right there in that one. And I'll pop on the price too for you. They've got knockout roses still, plenty of those while they weren't discounted. If you're doing a planting right now, Home Depot has lots. Look at these gold mums that are all bloomed out. Aren't those gorgeous? So bright and happy. And then, of course, we already are seeing the Christmas evergreens making their appearance at the Home Depot. $39.98 for most of them. They have rosemary that is shaped into Christmas trees. They had some boxwood, the Green Mountain boxwood. They also had soft touch holly, which is a great one to buy, and then you can plant it in your landscape later. They just do need full sun for the soft touch holly, where if you go with boxwood, especially Green Mountain boxwood, it can almost take full shade. I've got some in full shade and they're doing really well. So arborvitaes, they came in a little bit more, $49.98. Deer like to munch on those, but if you've got a spot to put them where the deer won't be, they are, of course, a beautiful screening shrub or just a great addition to have in your flower bed for evergreen interest.
Now we just took a look at that rosemary. I really like the rosemary shaved into the Christmas tree shape. Plus it smells really good, so big fan of that one. And little tip here, of course, if you wait until January, you can get, after Christmas, a lot of those, they call them the red bucket trees. They're going to be on sale. So hold out for those. If you maybe want to add a lot of them to your landscape, you can really get some good deals. They had different varieties of crepe myrtles, the red color and a couple of different ones up here if you want to add some of those to your garden. They were all around the same price. These are just your standard crepe myrtles. They're not the dwarf or anything like that. And then $74.98 for this Japanese maple. This is the Blood Good variety. Lots of different fruit trees still, $33.98. They had some apple trees. They have some peach trees. I think I saw plum also, all the same price. It's a great time to plant those. However, if you are living in Georgia Clay and you want some easy to grow apple trees, check out the Liberty apple. I'm going to be adding that to my garden soon. They still have lots of herbs available. They were sold out of the lettuces because I was looking for a couple more lettuces to pop in my new Vigo garden bed with the greenhouse cover. Check out that video if you haven't seen it. And Home Depot was actually out of lettuce, but they still had lots of herbs and some strawberries. So still some good things to grow. Lots of blueberry bushes. They have the rabbit eye blueberry, which does really well in the Atlanta area. We have plans to add some more of those to our garden. Not this year, eventually. We have lots of plans. It just takes time and money, right? Anyway, they did have some mustard greens, or not mustard greens, but collard greens, sorry. Lots of collard greens still available. All right, so now we are going to head inside and see what shrubs and what plants they have on clearance. So lots of mums inside as well, and they have a really beautiful pink mum in here that I'll show you in just a little bit. I couldn't find that exact color at Lowe's or Walmart or Tractor Supply, but they do have it at Home Depot, so I'll show you that in just a little bit. It's a very beautiful shade. We've got lots of good things here, all different sizes of mums. This is just a sun combo plant that was randomly put here among the mums. This is almost the pink color that I'm talking about, but they have the exact shade that I'm describing in a larger size. This one's more of a purple color. And then of course we have Laura Petalum. They always have a lot of that stocked here at Home Depot. I think it's because a lot of the landscapers buy these in bulk. And we are the greater Atlanta area, so we have a lot of inventory that gets brought to the Home Depots because this is their hub. Atlanta is the corporate base for Home Depot. So we do have lots of inventory here. They had some different varieties of gardenias, all looking really healthy still. $29.98. For some reason, my camera wasn't wanting to focus perfectly on some of these shots, but bear with me. I'm not sure what was going on with that. And then we have the Echo Reblooming Azalea, which I added this to my wild garden, $27.98 for this size. I like this one because it kind of has that old-fashioned azalea look, but it's a rebloomer. And it's doing really well for me in part shade right now and in a more sun location. They also had a reblooming gardenia, $30.98. This one reblooms throughout the season. And then we also had these shrubs that were on sale. And I love that Home Depot carries a lot of the gardenias that are hardy down to zone 7. So all of these varieties they had Steady As She Goes. There was another one that was hardy down to zone 7, so they can take a little bit more cold. I love that. I haven't grown Steady As She Goes, but I've heard really good things from her. This is the Proven Winners gardenia. And what else do we have here coming up? Lots more Encore azaleas. The red one is a really nice color. also had autumn ivory. This white color is also a really nice bloomer and shows up really well, you know, in the landscape, because any light color, especially white, it just really brightens up a garden space. Chip Gold Holly, $24.98, also from Southern Living. Foolproof Gardenia, also down to zone 7 to 10. And then we have some Sunshine Ligustrum. Definitely brightens up the landscape, $24.98 for this size. Court Azalea Autumn Carnation is also a really great bloomer. This is a really large size, $54.98. And then here we go with the camellias. This is $29.98, but look at the picture, but then this is a Yuletide camellia, so it doesn't look anything. It's a beautiful camellia, but it looks nothing like that actual picture there. And I almost bought this pink chiffon right here on sale for $16.98. From Proven Winners, it is the pink chiffon, my goodness, I cannot think right now, Rose of Sharon, but it didn't look incredibly healthy and I decided to pass it up. I'm gonna keep my eye on these little quick fires. They weren't on sale yet, but I think that they might be soon. And I have a great spot in the rose garden where I can pop some of these in. So definitely gonna see if they do put them on clearance. However, I did score this one, which is the large, regular, not little quick fire, but just quick fire. I got that one for a really great discount on this trip, and you'll see it in my rose garden very soon. I was super excited to pick that one up. It was the only one they had. They had Vitex on sale. This is a really neat shrub if you're not familiar with it. It almost looks like a giant lavender, except it's a shrub, and it does really well here in the South. I always see it in a lot of front yard landscapes, and I have thought about adding it myself, so that's a pretty great price on sale. Here are the little violas. These hold up a lot better in the cooler months compared to some of the larger pansies, so a great one to pick up for your flower beds if you're going to add some pansies. They still had marigolds, but they won't be trucking along for much longer. And what else? Dianthus. They still have plenty of dianthus also. And here is a beautiful butterfly just enjoying some of those dianthus. And that is actually a Viceroy butterfly because it has the bars on the wings. So it's not a monarch. They look very similar. The monarch doesn't have that black bar on the wing. So still a beautiful butterfly either way. Let's go check out the pink mums. So look at these. These are a true pink. I wouldn't say they're purple. They look like lipstick to me. I love this shade. They are $10.98. They probably are gonna have these discounted in the next few weeks, and I may come back and just get some and plant them in the garden because I love that shade so much. You know, a lot of people forget, but the mums are perennial in our zone. So if I pick up those pink ones and put them into the garden, they will be coming back. And then we're coming up here on those Green Mountain Boxwoods. This deal, 2 for $12. They also had green velvet. I love the Green Mountain Boxwood. They just do so well in sun or mostly shade. They do fantastic, and they have nice leaves on them. They're pretty disease-free. I haven't had any trouble with mine, knock on wood. So if you're looking for some great evergreen interest to add, on sale right now at Home Depot. And then we have some African daisies here. These are not hardy in our zone, zone 7. They're like zones 9 to 11, but I was kind of surprised to see them out. They are beautiful though. And here's a long shot of all of the different colors together. Always love looking at the garden center that way. 2 for $12 for hostas. So there's only 2 here on this rack, but there were a few others sprinkled in. And you know, they're starting to wither away. It's getting tough for them in this time of the year in the South because they've been through the hot summer. People that grow these in the North, they still look good up until frost. This is some beautiful pink Malay grass, and I think this looks so nice planted in a flower bed as an accent, and it just really blows in the wind. It's just a very peaceful look. I don't have any personally, but I'm thinking about adding some eventually. A couple other things here on sale. You can see African iris, 50% off. Great deal. Some of the palms were 50% off as well. And then wine and roses. This particular plant was discounted 50% off as well. It's a nice little shrub. However, one of my friends, that's a garden creator here on YouTube, hers got a little out of control and she actually removed hers from her garden. So I guess it just depends on where you put it. I haven't grown it personally. But it is on sale at Home Depot. And then one more swing by the quick fires, the little hydrangeas. So you'll see this in my garden soon because I got this big one right here, not the little quick fire, but the regular quick fire, and it's planted as we speak.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you back here next time in the next video right here at the Real Southern Garden. Bye guys.